Happy
Yeah.
Super Bowl weekend to you guys. No, Super Bowl is not still a thing. No one gives a fuck.
Yeah, I feel like I've not been into football at all this season, like one bit. Like I don't know why, like just don't care.
Yeah. Well, because you're trying to survive. Like literally everyone's like, oh, this is not important in life. This was a luxury. Like now I have to live, I have to survive.
I also feel like football like also is just basically saying like we don't care. We're going to put fans in the stand. We're going to do it like they are doing it. They just kind of ran like as they always do. Like whatever. They get sick, they get sick.
This was not even meant to be our opening topic of discussion.
Well, I mean, it is, this is ultimately, important because, Rob, we are celebrities, and at this time of the year, sponsors, people come to us and they want us to get in the mix. This whole idea that they want us to be, our faces to sell their products is one of the biggest times in the entire year.
Yeah, I gotta say, Paul, that I have mixed feelings about it, because every year I get approached. I know you get approached.
Oh, always.
And they always want me to do a Super Bowl commercial, and I always say no. But this year, frankly, I haven't worked that much, so I needed the money.
Yeah.
And so I buckled. I don't know about you, but I buckled and I shot a Super Bowl commercial, and it's going to air during the game. And I can't wait.
Whoa. Okay, wait. You fully shot a Super Bowl commercial. This is crazy. All right. I'd love to see this. Let's see. Do we actually?
I'm a little bit nervous because I'm always a little bit nervous when they're not. I don't know how it's going to be received, but we can watch it.
Look, Rob, right now there's no judgment. We all here are just trying to make a little bit of money. It's a different year. You're going to see some big people doing it. Like I'll admit, I am a little judgmental about what you're doing. I feel like I don't want to, I never like to sell out. I never, ever like to sell out.
Is that true? I thought you always sold out.
No. But let's take a look at this commercial because I think we have an early copy of it here. Or
yeah, we do. Yeah. Don't anyone tweet about this.
Yeah, please. This is kind of this is what they do. They normally like air the one here before like the Super Bowl weekend and stuff. Yeah. So here we go. All right. So this is what we got here. So I guess this is yours. Let's see. All right. Hold on one second.
I remember that blue screen. That was fun.
Here we go.
Super Bowl really makes you think, doesn't it? Think about the big things, the important things, family, God, America, and wiping your bottom. When the pandemic hit, a lot of people hoarded toilet paper. That was wrong, and we're sorry that we did that. But now it's back. So go on out and pick up a nice, clean roll of toilet paper and wipe your bottom. Stop using your hands. Use toilet paper like Tom Brady does. Also, while you're out there, get yourself a tactical whip to protect your home and your family. God bless America.
Okay. So wait, that was a commercial for toilet paper.
It was a commercial for toilet paper, and I asked the director if I could also plug another product that I believe in, the tactical whip, and they said that they might edit it out, but it looks like they left it in. So
I don't know, Rob. I just got to say it was a little confusing to me when I was watching that commercial. I felt like I didn't know what I was. I felt like you were talking about a lot of things, like just toilet paper. There was no brand,
that's to be revealed later. Like now, we just want to build awareness about the concept of toilet paper, and then they'll do another commercial next year in the Super Bowl to say what brand to buy.
Wait. So this is not like this is not like an internet ad. You're talking about this is a multi-year
contract I signed with all toilet paper companies.
Wow.
The key is, I don't know if you heard some of the verbiage there.
Yeah.
Get yourself a roll of clean toilet paper. So that is the way it was explained to me is that a lot of people don't realize it, but when they buy toilet paper, it's already been used. If you look closely, sometimes there's poop and pee on there. So this company, which I cannot say the name of, makes clean toilet paper.
I'm frankly confused. It's so like they're like because they're being recycled, or people like wipe their ass and then they re-roll.
Don't fuck this up for me. My family needs the cash, bro.
I get it.
Okay? I'm not going to make fun of whatever product you endorse. Okay?
All right. You got it. You're right.
You go out and you take money where you could get it. All right.
You're right. And you know, I shouldn't be as judgmental as I have been, because I also did an ad. I mean, I didn't do like a regular Super Bowl ad. I did more of a PSA. You know what that is? Like a public service announcement. Like, this is to, you know, so I felt like better about myself. I did get paid to do the PSA, but it's not a commercial. It's much more of a, just kind of a, you know, a public service announcement. You know, so
yeah, I mean, I guess I'd love to see it, but you do get paid for it, right?
A lot. Yeah, a lot. And as Molly has said, it's a Paul Scheer announcement. It's a PSA. That's what I like to say. You know, we said that a lot on the set. We had a lot of fun.
Paul Scheer announcement. That's
That's a lot of fun. So I will cue mine up here, and let me see here. All right, here's mine. Just bring it in.
I have to ask you, is this a fucking ad?
Rob, it's not an ad. It's a PSA.
Okay.
So you can see it. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Paul Scheer. You might know me from the scores of TV, film appearances I've made, or maybe you just are a fan of my multiple podcasts. Either way, chances are you've definitely heard of me, and I'm definitely someone that you've masturbated to. But I'm not here today to talk to you about your sexual fantasies. I'm here to talk to you about a disturbing trend going on in our country. Did you know that every day 14,000 children die because they drink cleaning fluid? It's gross. Oof. And sure, it will get you really, really high, and you know, you'll have these amazing experiences, but there's a chance you can die if you drink it. I mean, obviously, if you can't handle it, you're definitely going to die. But that doesn't mean you should try it. Who cares if you're cool? Stay alive and save this for the adults and the cool kids. I'm Paul Scheer, and I approve this message. MAGA.
Jeez. Wait, what?
Again,
whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
There's so much to unpack here. You know, I thought that my thing was controversial.
Yeah.
Plugging a nameless toilet paper.
Sure.
There's so much going on. First of all, the first 30 seconds is you kind of plugging your own career, like how we know you.
Right. Just getting the audience familiar with me. Yeah. It's sort of like how you put a toe in the pool before you jump in. It's sort of like, hey, just so you know, I'm a Hollywood celebrity. You can trust me. I'm not going to let you down here. You know, I'm going to, you know, I know what I'm talking about. I'm essentially, as people have said, I'm the male version of Goop. When it comes from me, you know that shit's good.
Well, here's the thing that is confusing. If it's a PSA
right.
about cleaning products,
yeah.
Is there like, who is it behind that? Is it the
PSA because 14,000 children a day die from drinking cleaning products, and I am trying. High number, even double in COVID times. And so, and actually, I think it actually went up because Trump said that thing about bleach. So I'm out there just kind of bringing this to people's attention, and I'm telling people like, look, yeah, it's going to get you high. Yeah, you'll feel really good. You'll feel like it's, you know, you're on this different planet, but it could kill you. So is it worth it?
Part of your PSA that I thought was a little bit distracting because it sounded really like getting high is really cool. You know, if you drink cleaning products, then you're going to get a great buzz. You're going to have great experiences.
You will.
I think you said.
I mean, yeah, you'll definitely have a great time if you get high.
It seems like what they would call a mixed message, where you're saying no, but you're really saying yes.
Look, all I'm saying is that some kids can't handle a cleaning solution, other kids can. And if you're one of those kids who can't hold your shit, then don't hang out with the big boys. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I was trying to get out there. Just kind of say like, hey, don't fuck around. You know that you can't handle it. And it's okay to be a wimp. It's okay to be someone who's not cool. And that was the idea that I was kind of telling people, like, don't worry about what they'll say behind your back because you're not doing it. Just don't do it. and your parents will be happy. That kind of stuff.
What was the last part where I thought you said something about MAGA, like something positive?
Yeah. I said MAGA. Make America great again.
You're allowed to just throw that into a commercial?
Well, now that Trump is gone, I feel like that's, I'm kind of getting that word back. What do you call that when you kind of like reappropriate a word? I'm reappropriating that term.
On Trump's behalf.
Just for me. I just thought I felt like that was a great catchphrase and I don't want it to go out the window. So I would like to bring it back into the fold, and I'll take it now. I mean, I don't want to make it stand for what it stood for. So I'm kind of reclaiming it to make it stand for something better.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot. There's so much going on there.
Yeah.
I hope that kids that are watching this show right now do not drink cleaning products, to be clear.
Yeah. And again,
that's what the PSA is for, but I thought it was confusing.
Well, okay. Yeah. Don't drink cleaning products if you can't handle it, your shit.
What does that mean if you can't handle your shit? Like,
we all know what it means. And Rob, congratulations on selling out on that toilet paper commercial. I'm happy that you guys can, dine out on that for a couple of years now.
No. Don't turn that around on me. I didn't sell out. I went and made a product for a wholesome product that Tom Brady uses. If it's good enough for Tom Brady, it's good enough for you and your family. That's what I like to say.
Okay, well, again, we'll agree to disagree. We have, there's a lot out there. There's room for all of our Super Bowl commercials and PSAs. And again, I just want to make it very clear. I did a PSA, you did a commercial.
I also wanted to clarify something from last week's show. If they were watching, there was a part of the show where it looked like my baby got thrown into a dumpster, and my baby did not get thrown into a dumpster permanently. He was temporarily thrown into a dumpster. I did get him back, and he's totally fine. So I don't want people to worry.
That baby has been around for so
Forever.
long. Like what?
I don't even know where I got it. But people on Instagram were like, "Hey, Baby New Year!" Like they remembered that bit from Crash Test.
We had like two props that we used at Crash Test at UCB for so long, which was like that Bigfoot statue that everybody chipped in and got you when you got your first place, not an apartment out here, housewarming gift, and that baby traveled a lot. I mean, as I miss those times of going out and being able to carry around heavy props. Now you can just leave it in your garage and be done with it.
No, isn't it weird how we used to drive around to different theaters to go do comedy shows with props and costumes? We don't do that.
Now I close the door and tell my wife, I'm working. I'm doing a show.
Working. My daughter is like, why are you in the garage all the time, Daddy? I'm like, you be quiet.
Rob, by the way, I want to give you a shout out. You've converted me. I am drinking here a Radler. That's your drink of choice, right?
I do like it. I don't have any right now. My wife is getting me onto a different. I'm drinking. I don't get paid by these people. You clearly have a deal with the Radler people.
Yeah,
I don't. I'm drinking the Lagunitas daytime.
Oh.
This is daytime, guys. So it means that you can drink as many as you want.
There has been a movement in the podcast world, definitely, where people are now advertising day drinking. Like it never used to happen before. Now it's like, this beer is great for the middle of the day. It's like people have not given up, but they're like, we know.
I think these companies, who, by the way, we should do a bit where we bring on different products that we like and beg for them to endorse us.
Oh my gosh, I got a million.
But I think that all those alcohol companies figured out oh wow, people are going to be home for the next year at least. Let's get them drinking at noon. Let's just water it down a little bit and repackage it.
It's light. It's fun. It's airy. I literally just read ad copy last night where it's great for social occasions, day drinking, and just having people over the house. It's it's great for taking care of your kids. And when it's 2:00 in the afternoon and you really want it to be 6. I will tell you this much. We have a bunch of stuff to go through. We have a big, fun show. Eliza Skinner is here. Eliza Skinner is a great stand-up. She's a musician. She also is an expert in love, and she'll be giving us some good Valentine's Day tips because Valentine's Day is coming up. Jensen Karp.
Wait. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous about Valentine's.
Oh my gosh, we gotta nail it. I mean, we've been in house for almost a year. I feel like I just remember Valentine's Day as like one of the last outings before this whole thing shut down. We also have Jensen Karp, who actually created that show, Drop the Mic, that James Corden show. He has done a bunch of great podcasts. He was a rapper named Hot Carl for a little bit. He's on the NBA Jam, like that game. His song is on there. But he has a show that I love. It's a podcast called Talk Isn't Cheap, and it's all about Cameo. And he's going to bring on some cameos today to talk about some of his favorite people on Cameo, and they're great.
Oh boy, I told you my fuck up on Cameo, right?
What happened? Oh yeah, the kid, right? Oh no.
Whoa. I bought the wrong Cameo, y'all. Yeah, get ready, Discord. Everybody's gonna fucking give it to me about this one. Yeah, for my wife's, this is so embarrassing. For my wife's birthday last summer, we watched that documentary series Cheer about cheerleading.
Yeah.
And we were big fans of everybody. And, we thought Jerry was especially nice and adorable. So I got my wife a cameo from Jerry from Cheer. And I'm not kidding. Like the next day or 2 days later, he got, charged with like soliciting kids, and I think he's in jail, and it's not good.
That is bad. I can sympathize because my wife loves Subway sandwiches, and I still to this day pay Jared to call the house once a day to give her a message of just support, and especially in this time when we found out that the tuna fish is not even real fish or tuna. So so I mean, look, we all have our quirks, and I'm just trying, look. Jared's a lovely guy, and he uses his one call a day to call June. Sometimes it's creepy.
That seems weird. I mean, he should be calling his lawyer or somebody, maybe his own family.
By the way, people are asking, will Jason come on again? He will come on again. He wants to come on again. He has a conflict when we do this show, so it's tricky to find the time to get him on. It's not that because he's one of our regs. I mean, he's one of our regs. We also, by the way, have this artist, Ryan Berg, who worked with Rob and I for many years. He is the production designer on great shows like Cobra Kai, and did it for NTSF and Children's Hospital and Medical Police. Oh wait, did he do Medical Police?
He might
not.
I think he was in Atlanta by then. He moved to Atlanta, but for people that don't know what a production designer is, that's like most people you probably know. But they design the whole world. Like every time you're in a new location, they go in and like design the room.
He
and
rebuilt
cool.
the Karate Kid sets and all that sort of stuff that you see in Cobra Kai. That was like he was in front of redoing all of that and giving it a new look. He's awesome. So we'll talk to him. We're gonna now finally play The Date that happened on our dating game show. Realized there was an issue last week. I'm back at home now. I have better control over the audio, we think. And we'll play that at the end of the show. Also an announcement that next week we will be doing a Valentine's Day dating game. So get your submissions in on our Discord. We will do another full-on dating game. We want to have you guys. We want to put people together for Valentine's Day.
Now, what do people do, Paul, to get picked on the Discord? Do they just say what? Like, how do they set that up so that
we kind of look around and we kind of weed it out? We have to find out. First of all, you have to say like who you are and who you want to date. Okay. We open to dating. So then based on the amount of people we need, like last time we had 3 guys and 1 girl. So that really was easy to do, who wanted to date in that level. So we just have to we have to do a little bit of that kind of,
now,
putting
do you go on the Discord?
I'm on the Discord all the time.
And what name do you use? Because
my name.
Can't. No.
What?
You can't use your own name.
The Discord's popping off, Rob. I mean, we're talking about comics. We're talking about movies in there.
I go on there, but not as myself.
Oh, what's your name?
I get people to go in little side rooms.
Oh, geez. No.
Yeah.
You don't do that thing where you take over like the voice option.
There's all sorts of like side rooms and trap doors and secret entrances and stuff like that.
You're like kind of creating that movie Don't Breathe in the Discord. Don't Breathe, by the way, is a great movie. Go see that. for that one. Some people out there. Thank you, everybody, subscribing here. But you know what? We have our first guest is getting ready to go, and I'm excited about this. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to go, Jensen. You ready to go? I think he is. Is he? Yeah, I think he is. All right, I'm gonna pop him in. All right, so like I mentioned earlier, this guy, you know him from he had a great podcast called Get Up on This with him and Maddie Robinson. He also owns Gallery 1988 here in LA, the co-creator of Drop the Mic. He has a great new podcast called Talk Isn't Cheap Right Now. Please welcome Jensen Karp. Here we go. What's up, buddy?
Yeah. What's up, friend? How are you?
You can hear me, right?
It's very low.
You're a little low.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let me try this. Let's try this.
Boost that shit, Hot Carl.
All right, he's getting it up. He's getting it up. Too quiet. People are saying this is the moment we always are. All right, now he's muted. Now you've muted yourself. Let's see if I can unmute you. I'm going to unmute him. All right. How about now?
There you are.
All right.
There you go.
Jensen, I got to tell you, my son has been playing NBA Jam, and
Yes.
I'm very excited. Your song is still on NBA Jam.
My song is an NBA Live, but I worked on NBA Jam.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait. So what's the difference between NBA Jam and NBA Live?
NBA Live is the simulation, like the very almost realistic basketball game. NBA Jam is the one where they have like
The
big
big
heads
heads.
and you can like punch a dude in the crotch.
Got it. Okay.
But I worked on that one. But then the only game I'm actually a hidden character in NBA Live 2003.
Wow.
I need to see this picture. This
Paul,
is
I'm in NBA 2K19.
Rob, I have to tell you,
It is.
this is my dream. I play NBA 2K all the time, and when I saw you in there, I saw Middleditch in there, I saw Cameo in there. I'm like, get me in this game. I want it.
They asked if you wanted to do it, and I said you wouldn't be into it
Son of a bitch.
Right.
because you don't like to sell out.
No, yeah. I mean, look, Damian Lillard got the shittiest end of that deal because I feel like he couldn't even do the full stuff that he could do when he was the cover guy for it. Like, didn't they like have a fake head on him? And because they couldn't take a picture of him during COVID times, and then like they just keep on redoing it right now because it's been so bad.
Yeah. I'm super bummed that 2K1 doesn't have COVID protocol in it.
Yes.
I think that's so insane to me that there's fans in the stands. They should have went all out.
To me, you should have the option to look over and see everyone in masks or empty stadiums. I want, like, how easy would it be? Like, I wanted them to recreate the bubble. Give me that one option to have the bubble stadium. I want it.
It would have been so good to just all the mascots are Disney, like just really just fully commit to it. And they just didn't do it, which bums me out. And players should have missed like 3 games if they went to a strip club. Like,
Well,
it would have been so
that's on the
good.
GM mode when you play like my team or not my team, whatever that one version is. It's like the most boring version where you have to like sit and talk to the players and be like, I like rap music, and it's like you got 2 points. You know that. All right, so Jensen, you have this podcast that I've been on, and I love because you and I mutually love Cameo. Rob just revealed that he bought a Cameo from a pedophile.
I heard. Congratulations, Rob.
It didn't. It's not. I didn't plan on buying a Cameo from a pedophile. I bought it.
Rob, how bummed are you that Jared from Subway isn't on there?
That's what Paul said.
Oh, dang it, I missed it. Shoot.
Hi.
I'm
Paul Shear.
look. I am disappointed in myself. I can't control people's private lives, and I'm sure that more things like that will happen. But it was definitely terrible. It was definitely bad.
Fair.
I'm just queuing up. I'm queuing up something here. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. I'm using a new program, and everything got messed up. So I want to make sure I queue you up the right way, Jensen. Okay, I think we're good. All right, great.
I will say though that today I realized that when someone goes on Cameo and then jumps off it, like they're taking a break or whatever, it says temporarily unavailable. And I realized today that Tommy Lasorda is temporarily unavailable.
Oh.
By the way, it shouldn't be temporarily unless there is like a second coming and Cameo is akin to that. Like they should just remove him gently. Like just get it out of there. You should be able to search for Tommy Lasorda on the Cameo app.
Yeah, I even before we started the podcast, I was obsessed with this. For the few people, I doubt anyone doesn't know what it is, but it is a website and an app where you can go on and buy a celebrity message, whether it's happy birthday or happy Mother's Day, or even just hey, what's going on, or pep talk, roasting, all these different ways that you could pay for a celebrity to send you a message. And I became obsessed with the pricing of it. Like I was like, how much is this person? Why are they more than this person?
It's amazing because also the levels of who is on it is bizarre. In the beginning, it was definitely a lot of like celebrities. Like, oh, hey, do you like David Faustino from Married with Children? Well, he'll do a cameo from you, you know?
Right.
And now, like, I got one from my buddy that was just the Kardashians. I don't even know what this is. It's a woman who's named all of her dogs like after Kardashians. And she just does the voices. She's like, oh, hello. I'm like, and she's charging like $50.
Animal Cameo is massive. There's like 50 of them. The Dallas Zoo put up most of their animals. The money goes to the zoo, which is nice. I've become a disgusting expert on Cameo. I know way too much. I know when someone appears on it. I really just have engulfed my entire life and forced my wife to do the podcast with me.
Well, can I ask the comment section, the chat? What are people? What is your take? Like someone just said they were very bummed out to see Kevin McDonald on Cameo, but like I will say that I have not done it, but I am not above doing it. Like if that's easy money, I would fucking do that. Like I would do
very easy money, and they take 25%. Rob, something to know: the site takes 25%.
25%. That's why people jack up the price so much.
Yeah, you set your own price. And I think that when we started the podcast, one of the reasons we did it was because I think that line between, God bless David Faustino, but the line between David Faustino and Kristen Ritter, who's on the site now, it's like, that line is very muted. I mean, there's not a whole lot of, especially during the pandemic, a lot of judgment for the people who do it.
Here's what I'll say about Cameo. If you're on it, do it well, right? Like, you know, if you're going to charge that kind of money, or whatever you're going to do. Like, I have no issue with the idea of Cameo. I do have an issue when it feels like people are phoning it in. And there are some people who are legit great. Like Sean Astin, I feel like he sets up his room, he gets his lights going, and he will give it to you. He'll give you what you want.
Yeah, we currently have a bargain club, which is like we look over 3 celebrities per episode, and then if we think someone is doing well above their price, but it's a very rare thing. So far, in 35 episodes, we only have Debbie Gibson, Lisa Loeb, Dougie Fresh, Bobon, and then the big shocker is actor Chris Klein made the bargain club.
Whoa, what does he charge?
He only charges, I think, 65, which we call the Cato line, because Cato Kalin is 65. Anything above or below the Cato line. And Chris Klein does like research and stuff. Like he'll do impressions, he'll write jokes. He's just he's very earnest.
All right, I love all this. But you've collected.
Who's the guy? Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was just saying, who's the guy from the Hills with the curly hair?
Spencer Pratt?
Spencer, yeah.
We've done Pratt Daddy. Pratt Daddy talks a lot about his crystals. He's taken cameos in his crystal garage. He's pretty good. We've also done his wife, Heidi Montag, who is not as good.
By the way, Rob and I ended up at a Hills party. We were doing Human Giant, and they're like, oh, come to the Hills party. And we thought, oh, this is going to be like a big MTV event. And it was a semi-private party. I would say like 50 or 60 people were there, and it was all the cast of the Hills and like that guy who did like Girls Gone Wild, like
Joe Francis.
And we have the most insane pictures with all these people, and they had no idea. Like we did not fit in. It was like here's like Lauren Conrad's uncle. Like it was like a family party, and we were like wandering around like getting pics.
Right. See, that's the thing. In Cameo land, Lauren Conrad would never do Cameo. The Pratts would definitely do Cameo. That is a very, very much the field. But Cameo, as far as like bigger names popping up, it's every day someone new shows up, and I'm like, I can't believe Sugar Ray Leonard's on there.
But by the way, go ahead.
I feel like too, anyone from The Office just fucking kills it. Like, didn't Brian Baumgartner make like $1 million or something?
Yeah, he was their highest earner last year. He made $1 million. He cleared it. And that's pretty bonkers. He does do it pretty serious though. But like everything is like, I have chili. It's like it's the same bit for every video.
Well, but
it's good.
Someone's saying right here in the chat, Bobby Hughes is like, well, when is Parler going to start their own Cameo? They don't need to. Sebastian Gorka is on Cameo.
He's on Cameo.
Yeah, like all of them.
Yeah, the owner's done interviews, a really big one with the New York Times recently, where he's like, I'm not going to censor the site itself. I'm going to allow the buyers to censor. So like, if they don't want to do Tommy Lahren, who is on the site, if they don't want to do Sean Spicer, who is on the site, Scaramucci, all these guys do. It's Gorka, like you said, he just says they won't sell, but they'll have Trump on there eventually. I pretty much guarantee.
Absolutely.
Trump will be on there in like next week for sure.
Yeah, he would have been on there if he didn't win president. It's like it's one of those. He's perfectly in line.
Absolutely one of the first. All right, so Jensen, we have a bunch that you sent. I wanted to start off with Gary Busey. So if you want to set this up in any way.
Gary Busey, very popular on the site. I was surprised to see that 80% of them involve this guitar. He is one of my favorites. I don't really need to set it up much. This is just a guy who is, so, by the way, he's one of those guys who's either over delivering, and then some days they get him on a bad day and he just goes, happy birthday, and he just walks out of the shot. So like, this is a good day here. Okay.
All right. So this is, by the way, I'm imagining the guitar is maybe like, well, Buddy Holly? I don't know. All right, let's see.
Well, he considers himself a musician.
Hello, my name is Gary Busey, and I'm honored to get this message to send to Maximilian Schmidt from Max Lewis. Max and Max. You guys met and became best friends, which is lovely. That means you've been together before in another lifetime. Mm-hmm. And it's wonderful to have a great friend. Even if your names don't match, but your names do, so that's a double header. You know, that's 2 games in 1 game.
It's not though.
And I hear you're going to be going around the sun 33 times. Do you know that makes you halfway to 66? Each time you go around the sun, it's another year added to your age.
Well,
so this is something I'm going to add to your age of celebration. Happy birthday to you, Maximilian Schmidt. Happy birthday to you from Max Lewis.
This is good.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday 33. Happy birthday 33. Happy birthday 33. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Wait, there's more. Wow, this is long.
Yeah, you can stop it after the song.
To Maximilian.
Wow. So
okay. So a couple things about him. One is he always does it in front of his home setup of his own book. I don't know if you know that.
What is this fucking book? Oh my God.
I don't. Another thing. His teeth they're like fighting his mouth.
Yeah,
like
they're coming out.
Going on. And then he also does those letters thing. Team represents together, each all, you know, he does that thing all the time where he like makes a word out of it. Guess how much he costs?
Okay. So can you give us a baseline here, and we'll let the audience pick into like what's a about $49.99 is where it kind of starts, right? For somebody.
Nowadays you're at the 100. 100 is pretty median.
Okay.
Yeah. I bet Busey is $200.
I'm going to say Busey wants money. He's got that book behind him. $450. Yep. $450 is what I'm saying. People in the chat are going $145, $250, $350, $400. What do we got? What do we have?
He's $350.
Okay.
Whoa.
$350. Yeah. Not bad.
His turnaround is very impressive. He will get you the video back in 2 days.
It's not bad. I feel like people wait a while to kind of stack them up and they set it all up because I'm obsessed with the technology of it. Like, do they have a teleprompter in front of them on their phone? And I think I found out the answer is yes. It's basically everything that you need to say on that thing.
Yeah, it'll say like, give a shout out for a birthday. It'll give you a small amount of things, but I mean, barely anyone goes straight off the script, obviously.
Yeah. I will say that the cameo I got for you, Rob, the guy went I thought the guy was gonna like finesse it. He literally just read the script.
Yeah. I wish we should have shown. Well, we showed that a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul got me a fucking George Clooney impersonator who was not that great.
Yeah, I think I even may have played it on your show, Jensen. But
yeah, you did. It's very good.
I got my niece one for her high school graduation, and I forgot the woman's name, Brandy somebody. She was an Olympic soccer player, and she was so nice and like went on and on and on in her thing to my niece, and then made her a poster, like out of poster board, and held it up in the video, and then DM'd me on the app and said, "Do you want this? Like I can send it to you, or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, that's like so nice." So some people are super are really thorough with it, which is cool.
Yeah,
this is the one that surprised me. This next one coming up. This is Jeremy Davies. I don't even know where to tell people like they would know him from. Like Lost.
Yeah. Lost. Yeah, he's like the guy who plays the Constant or whatever. He was also, I think, in like Band of Brothers. He actually is an Emmy winner.
Okay. Yeah, he was like a big thing, an almost big thing. Like he was in that grouping of like young, Hollywood actors, like those pretty boy actors. I felt like maybe I'm wrong. He was
in the first David O. Russell movie, the Spanking Your Monkey or whatever it is.
Okay.
Like that one. He was really big in that, and then Saving Private Ryan he was in as well. Like he's massive. But for some reason, and this is going to sound crazy, the average length of a cameo is about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes.
Right.
He does cameos for about an hour and a half.
What?
Yeah. So you're not going to be able to show this whole video. So you just have to go to parts, but wait till you see this.
Whoa. All right. This is amazing.
How would you transmit that over the app? That doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
Whoa.
It's crazy.
I can't wait to guess this one. All right. So here we go.
Okay.
Sanbano.
Oh my God.
Hello. My dear friends in Mongolia, my easily magnificent Mongolian friends. This is Jeremy Davies, and I am redefining the meaning of honored to get the extraordinary opportunity to relay this message. And there's one person, one dear friend, who's responsible for this.
I mean, remember, he doesn't know these people at all. This is all a video he got. This is all just a request.
Honorable Thomas Mario Vogt.
Now just go to a later. Now just pick another part if you want.
All right, here we go.
And mine.
I'm gonna go.
I am.
Oh my God, this is all right. Here we go.
Say in Spanish-speaking countries, hasta la victoria siempre. I'm gonna make it my mission to learn the translation of that into the Mongolian language, the way this country was unfortunately founded, which has also been suppressed, which is, as great as this nation is, and as much as I love it and am grateful to be a part of it, it nevertheless was founded on genocide.
By the way, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Anyway, you get the idea.
I want to see how he ends it. This is amazing.
Incredible.
Asked to take part asking of me, so please take greatest care. Lots of love to my Mongolian friends. Thanks again, Thomas. Take care.
I must go and take a giant poop now because I've been talking for 2 hours.
Wow, that is wild. All right, so
Sir, this is an Arby's. He goes for 9 minutes on that one, but the average on his page is an hour. That is the average. So he has went 2 hours before.
Wow. All right, so that is a guy who I feel like is on Cameo for the right reasons. Is money going to charity?
No.
No. Okay, it's going into his pocket. I'm $200 is what I'm saying here. $200 for him because I feel like he's at a level, but Lost is also big because he can kind of get that thing where maybe he has a giant fan base. I don't know. What do you think, Rob?
Oh man, I don't know. Unless Cameo has changed, I would be surprised if he got 200. But yeah, I'll say 140.
140.
Okay. So keep in mind that just on his sample page, just the page in which I can see, I see 6 videos. The overall time of it is about 6 hours. That's the average in which he's put in for six videos. $88 each.
Whoa!
What?
Bargain bin! I knew it. I had a thought that he was a bargain bin guy. $88.
$88. I mean, we couldn't call it a bargain because we don't know who wants 2 hours of Jeremy Davies just rambling.
That's
But
like getting a
it's
private
what he
TV
does.
show.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay? Is he okay? Like, is he?
No. There's a couple people we've had, we've looked over the show and been like, is he okay? So one of them that is no longer on the site was, and I don't know, it made some press, is that Matthew Perry was on for a few days.
Oh, really?
And those were really alarming. And he, this Cameo like actually reached out to him and was like, are you okay? And then he like wasn't on anymore.
I think the tricky thing is what celebrities forget is that we're used to seeing them under good lighting and in a situation where they've thought about the outfit they're wearing. And a lot of the times you catch people and they're like, oh, I'll just do this in my car. And you're like, whoa, dude.
Yeah.
We all look like this. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but it is like, now you're on the phone. It just, yeah,
But
you got to still dress up.
the other weird thing I can't quite figure out is like, it's not necessarily people that need the money, but they're keeping the money. You know what I mean? Like Deborah Messing is on there, who was on Will and Grace. You know, she's the star of Will and Grace.
Was scary for a while. She was. I don't know if she is right now. But
okay.
At one point, she was raising money for Biden, but she's still on. So that's a good question.
Okay. And I'm not making fun of her. I just, you know. So Jensen, is that on the podcast? Are you mostly trying to guess how? Is it that sort of thing? Is it trying to figure out how much money these people cost?
We do a thing,
or just attacking them?
We do a thing called the cash game at the end of the show,
Right.
where it guesses the prices, and that rolls over into who we follow. But every episode, we look over 3 people on the site. I think we're pretty positive. I think I genuinely. We like the site. So, I mean, we'll laugh at things that are ridiculous and we'll call out people, but like, we think it's great. So the show is really about figuring out if someone's a bargain or not. So we decide if it's the right pricing. We did our friend Justin Willman a couple weeks ago. He's really, really good on Cameo, but he's still about $50 too high. So we told him that and he texted me and thanked me. So we've become, you know, we did a guy named Clownvis today, who's half clown, half Presley. You know, we do so many good ones.
Who is your favorite Cameo? No price, you know, spare no price. I mean, yeah.
Debbie Gibson is the best so far that we've run into. She sits in front of a piano. She sets it all up. She plays like the hits. She basically gives you a small concert, and she's like $200 or something. She's really, really good. That's the I mean, she's not a deal. I mean, she's a bargain to us because we see the rest of the site. But she's not cheap.
Okay. But she's in front of that piano. All right, we have a couple more, and I want to show them because these are great. They're getting more and more weird. This is Mike Jones. You might remember Mike Jones. If you don't remember Mike, here, take a look. This is Mike Jones.
Yeah, Mike Jones, rapper.
Hey, what up, man? It's your boy Mike Jones. Who I said Mike Jones? Money Train. And this is my homegirl D.
By the way, his audio is his audio. That's the way it's
You know what I'm saying? You already know, man. I got to give you that Mike Jones birthday treatment. You know what I'm saying? You already know I got to do you right, man. Back then, hoes didn't want her. Now she 40 and they all on her, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Nothing but love. Happy birthday. And I can't wait to party WVU style at Elements with DG crew tipping on 4 foes, man. I see y'all finna do it big, man. Do it big, man. Hey, this here was booked by Nikki. Man, big up to you, Nikki, man, for holding it down, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Who? Mike Jones, Money.
Okay.
All right.
So, a couple reasons I pulled this one. One is that he has a hat that says head on it, just in case he forgets where to put it. And then the other one, driving while cameoing is a thing. I'm a huge Mike Jones fan. I think he's awesome. How much do you think he is?
Oh, man.
He's going to charge a lot. To me, I feel like some people who are on here, they're like, I need the money, the payday. I $550 to $600. Like, that's where I kind of feel like he's popping out there.
Let me ask you this, Jensen, because I haven't followed his career since the early days. Is he still in the mix?
No. I mean, he's very much a legend, but no, he's not still in the mix.
Okay. So I think that's ambitious, Paul.
Okay.
I think, but I don't know. People might pay for it. Like,
I think there are people,
he may have a huge fan base. I'll say he's like $400.
He's $999.
Whoa! I mean, I thought 800, but then I doubted it. And wow, almost
and
$1,000.
They're not even that good. Like you wouldn't even pay $999 to do like a meet and greet with him. Like that doesn't even make any sense.
No, and the sound quality is bad, and he is that wow. wow.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
that's also a pricing strategy that is interesting. It's like, well, I don't really feel like doing this, but if people pay me $1,000, I'll do it. Like I would rather just say, I'll just crank them out for $100 all day long.
I'll tell
Right.
you, the first guy to do that, and Rob, you would have loved to get a cameo from him, Chris D'Elia, and that's right up your alley. Chris was one of the first guys on Cameo to do that. He basically was like, "Oh, $1,500. I don't want to do these, but if you pay me that, I'll do it." Clearly, now he'll do them for like $20 correctly, but he was like the first, and Caitlyn Jenner is the highest priced current celebrity at $2,500.
Okay, wow. What do we like? I remember reading that gosh, I'm gonna say Ari from Entourage, Jeremy Piven. You could get a Zoom with him, like for $1,500, like for 10 minutes. You get on a Zoom, or
no. You're being nice. He was asking like 10 grand.
Whoa!
And our show is actually who exposed that, and then he jumped off it really fast. Jeremy Piven. There's a new thing on Cameo where you can Zoom with someone for 15 minutes, and he wanted 10 grand. I was like, it's so crazy to me that he thought that, but he's actually a very bad Cameo as well. If you ever want to get into his sample page.
Okay, all right. Now we have these last two that are great. This because they're weird. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Jensen. So now, how much of Cameo is gravitating towards those one-on-one like live Zoom things?
I don't think they're taking off, but that's definitely what they're pushing on the people that are already on.
Okay.
Oh, you there?
Oh,
yeah,
you went yellow.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, good. I guess they're pushing people there, but it's not taking off as much. Texting is also available on the site.
I don't get the text, right? This idea, like you can text with a celebrity, but you pay per text, right? And it could be anybody.
It could be anybody. Yeah, it is anybody, I think. I've never understood it. But yeah, that's just the two new things. And I still think the Cameo videos are their bread and butter.
Okay, so this guy, set up this guy. This is a voice actor. I don't know anything about this guy.
Neither does anyone. I just stumbled on him. He's someone we follow next week. And he's what I call working man Cameo. This is just someone who got on. He's Fozzie the Bear from Muppet Babies. He does a lot of voices, but he's also the background voice in a lot of things. So that's what this video is. Please, this is amazing.
All right, this is great because I just heard him like intro himself, and I was like, I'm already in. Okay, here we go.
Right.
Hi, I'm Greg Berg. I'm a multiple voice actor, and I'm sending this shout out to Kurt Bergeron and all the fans of Sliders because they happen to be heard in one of the episodes, and I'll tell you about that in a bit. But you also heard me in Jim Henson's Muppet Baby cartoon show as Baby Fozzie Bear, the bear that tells the jokes. Waka, waka, waka. Or another cartoon was called Yo Yogi, where I was the young Huckleberry Hound, the laid-back hound dog. Or if you played video games a lot and played Monsters, Inc. video game, I was Fungus. Okay, everybody get to work. Come on. And now on Sliders, there was an episode where the main characters were doing a scene, and in the background, they were watching a TV show of Gilligan's Island. Well, in this weird world, Gilligan was in charge of the island, and the skipper was his assistant. So I figured Bob Denver sounded like this, because he always sounded like he had a little rhythm to his voice, and that he was always out of breath whenever he said stuff. So that's how I did it, and thanks for watching.
Okay. So that means that someone bought a Cameo to talk to him about a voice he did on the television in Sliders.
All right, so he is talking about ADRing an old episode of Gilligan's Island in the background of Sliders. How do you even find out that he did that? Because it wasn't even, I would imagine, front and center in any way.
It wasn't even on his IMDb when I went to research for it. So I mean, he's like in the movie Flight Plan. That's on his IMDb. He's just passengers you don't see. So like he'll talk to the passenger, and that's on his IMDb. But this isn't, and that's what they paid. How much do you think for that Cameo?
$250.
Oh my god! No,
now I'm starting to see the rhythm here. $250. What do you think in the chat too? Yeah, what do we think in the chat?
I think $50.
People say 40.
$50.
$175. $10. People are saying.
Right.
All right.
It's $30.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right.
$30.
You know what's interesting, Jensen?
Some people might want Fozzie. You know what I mean? Like that is kind of a thing, but it's just ridiculous that someone was like, "Oh, he was in one Slider."
I've seen some people on Cameo that are from like Game of Thrones, but they are, they're like White Walkers or whatever. So they're like unrecognizable without the makeup. So in their bio, it has that. But then when you pay for it, the guy has to be like, hello, I'm so and so. I play. It's like, I don't know if this is the guy. Like
I'm trying to get Pally to join as from Mandalorian.
That's great.
Oh,
but he would only talk about Mandalorian. He couldn't talk about happy endings. Couldn't talk about his movies. He couldn't talk about any. All right. So
the woman from Schitt's Creek, the woman that plays Chris Elliott's wife, I forgot her name, but she's super funny. But she's on there, but she won't do the Schitt's Creek character. She's like, just so you know, like, I can't do that character. I can't talk like that. So there's a weird. I don't know why she thinks that she can't do that, but
well. Maybe she's like, I don't want to go down that path. I don't want a million videos of me doing that character. I'll tell you this much. I went to many a Star Trek convention as a kid, and there would be these giant autograph rooms. And it was a non-denominational autograph room. Like it wasn't like just Star Trek. It was anything. And one of the last ones I went to, the 3 best people, the lineup was a guy that had 4 heads on sticks. And they were the 4 costume characters that he had played in Star Trek and Babylon 5. So you could be like, and each one had a headshot underneath. So you could be like, okay, I want you to autograph this Babylon 5 headshot. And that was next to his Star Trek headshot. But at least the heads were there. So you're like, okay, I remember that character. Yeah. He was great.
It's remarkable. You get that here, man. This next one, the last one I sent you is so wild. It's so wild. I can't believe we haven't featured it yet on the show, but I've been pulling them and I knew this would be a great place to do it. But just before we even go into it, there are so many good ones that we go over on the show. Like the voice of Roger Rabbit is insane. Like there are people who are wild and crazy on the site. And this is just one of the examples of the crazy.
This is one of my favorite ones. And Rob, I think you're going to love this one the most. I don't even think we should set it up. I'll just kind of get into it, which is here we go.
Hey, Nadine, how you doing there? Yeah, baby. This is Tim Capela from the Lost Boys, and this is a shout out that's coming from the bottom of my heart. You gotta know that. A shout out of love and beautiful feelings on this Valentine's Day. Yeah. Now, you gotta know this is coming from the bottom of my soul, 100%. But you also gotta know that this is coming from Sam. He's the crazy dude that put me up to this. And I am so glad that he did. To be the messenger of such beautiful feelings of romance, love, respect, staying together, having a great time together, sharing lives together, man. Ain't nothing like it. Oh, that is so cool. And I want to thank you so much for being a Lost Boys fan, my sister Nadine. Now, I love that. That is cool. The way it's spelled, I'm glad that he told me N-A-H, right? D-E-E-N. So that's beautiful, man. I love that. It ain't no commonplace Nadine. No, it sounds like it's Nadine.
Sit through it, baby.
Exotic. I love it. So, but, like I said, I want to thank you and Sam for being Lost Boys fans, and the fact that you even like my little 12 seconds in there, that does my heart good. But you gotta know, this ain't about Tim Capela. No. This is about Miss Nadine. I love that name. And Brother Sam. That's right. Because
play the sax.
When it comes to the fact that you, my darling, Nadine, I want to keep saying it. Yeah, when it comes to that fact that you're going to have a Valentine's Day full of love, respect, good times, snuggling up. Yup. Well, there's just one thing that I want to say, and Sam wants to say it too. Come on, Sam, you join in. Come on, Nadine. You've done it like 100 times around the house. You could do it with us. Ready? Okay. When it comes to all that beautiful love, well, oh, I still believe. Yeah. Oh, Nadine, want to wish you all the best.
And by the way, it was anticlimactic because I realized I don't know what the sax man plays.
What the fuck?
It's just a solo in the movie. Like it's just a solo wailing.
silhouette, yeah.
And it's crazy, man. And the price is nuts too. What do you think? What do you think it costs?
All right. He's doing a lot there. 400.
No way. I think $30.
He is $50.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm really off.
Pretty good.
I'm bad at this
Pretty
game.
good.
Wow. $50. That's not bad.
No, not that bad.
Rob,
We're excited.
Did
He's
Rob-
done in a week or two.
Oh,
He ruined Valentine's Day.
Rob, did you and
Yeah,
I
little-
ride with this guy in a van coming back from Bonnaroo one time?
Oh, God.
I
Sounds
feel
like
like
something
we were
we would
coming back
do.
from Bonnaroo, going to the hotel, and they're like, "He's the sax guy from Lost Boys." Like, yeah, I am. Like, I just remember the guy in the front had a sax, and we were like begging him to play the sax. I don't know if it became a bit, like we assumed that he was the guy from the Lost Boys, but it makes sense. It feels like he is a musician on some level. He might have been at Bonnaroo. He
I
played
va-
back in our
played with-
band,
he-
which means it's
he used to
about
play
the right
with Tina
level.
Turner. He used to play with Tina Turner too.
Okay, we definitely rode with this guy. He was in the front seat. I remember it, and we were so pumped. But then also, it's like, well, what do you know? He's a silhouette. It's like
From Lost Boy, like I remember one scene where there was a party under a bridge where,
That's
or
it.
like in a
That's
warehouse where they like pan the crowd and someone's like wailing on it.
That's
But like
That's
what the
$50,
fuck
man.
are we watching?
Jensen, this is
Well-
amazing. I love your podcast. People can find it
Thank you.
how?
You just go anywhere, any streaming service. It's Talk Ain't Cheap, and it's myself and my wife Danielle Fishelkarp, and we basically look at 3 celebrities per week. Danielle's amazing because she knows almost no pop culture, so I have to explain to her everything, and it's so amazing. We guess the prices. It's so you guys won't believe some of the things going on Cameo. You really won't.
I
it's
love
crazy.
it all. This is an amazing walk through it all. Thank you for being here with us. Thank
good,
you, Jensen.
Jensen.
Bye-bye, Jensen. Bye-bye. Whoop. Oh, man.
That's so funny.
So
Fuck.
good. Holy shit.
I gotta listen to his podcast. That's a great idea for a podcast. Fuck.
Just going through those cameos. And I mean,
But for the podcast, you don't need to see it, I guess. I guess you can just listen to it.
yeah,
and
I
get
mean, for the
gist of
most
it.
part, I mean, they can describe it, but
God.
like, man alive, that guy, that dude, like, I wanted that sax so bad. I think I'm thinking about John Daly, who did like the sax man too. And I just wanted a recognizable song. That's all I wanted.
I think I might have to get on Cameo now. It looks
Dude,
like
make
I mean,
that money. Kristen,
if
it is respectable now. It is a respectable thing. People in the chat, you think it's respectable?
the only thing that would fuck me up is that my hair is now a different color. So I think people would be like, "Oh, that guy, he looks different now." But I don't know. Who knows?
Well, look, you could say you're Anderson Cooper and then you'd be set.
That's a great idea. I'll be an Anderson Cooper
Impersonator.
All right,
if you went on as Rob Hubel, Anderson Cooper impersonator, that would be the best bit. You couldn't ever address anything as Rob Hubel. You'd have to just do.
Yeah.
I love
That's
that. That
so
would be the
great.
best. Rob, we have actually we're talking about love with the sax man, and we actually have a very special love expert here in the house tonight. She knows everything there is to know about Valentine's Day, and
Thank
I have
goodness.
her right here. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Please welcome her. Go. Let me just bring her up here. All right. I'm going to pop her in. Sorry. There we go. Hey, what's going on? How are you?
Hey.
I'm so glad to be here with you guys. I love being here.
Oh my gosh, this is so great to talk to you. And I know that you are, a big holiday for you is coming up, right? I mean, this is
Valentine's Day. That's the #1 holiday for love freaks like me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And I have to say, I'm so glad to be here. I was worried you guys were going to be doing some sort of like comedy show and make fun of me, but I saw the last guest, so I know it's not comedy. And I have to say, Rob, I love this hair. You're back to Mr.
Thank
Movie
you.
Phone.
Thank you. Yes,
I've been missing it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Eliza. And when Paul told me you were coming on to talk, I was so excited because Valentine's Day is a lot of pressure, I feel like, on everybody, and the quarantine has made it really complicated.
A lot of people are feeling terrible this year. Yeah. A lot of people are newly single. Their family and friends won't talk to them anymore. So it's a special time for us to reinforce the connections that we have, and to bring it back to basics. You don't need to spend a lot of money on Valentine's Day this year. It can just be
Right.
stuff that you make at home.
Well,
that
that's
show
something
what you care about.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something that I think I've always wrestled with, because does it feel like you didn't put any thought into it if you didn't buy it, right? Like, I feel like there's always that kind of push-pull. Like, am I just making it on the spot? Like, how do I show that? Like, what can I do? Yeah.
No, I think it's the exact opposite. If you
Okay.
make it yourself, you're saying, I know you. I care about you. I made this with my own 2 hands. In my family, it was always a tradition to make our Valentines. You get some construction paper, you get some little doilies, some glue, and you can make it cute. You can make it topical, like for your sweetie. You can just put a cute little message on it, like I love you, like kids love candy, or I love you like wizards love wands. I love you like Chrissy Teigen's likes eating babies, stuff like that, so that they know you're thinking about them.
Well, that's not true, though, right? I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess that's like a funny one.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a couple of things you said that. Anyway, well, let's keep going. Love to me is the feeling of love is, especially right now. I'm telling you, like my wife. I don't know where I would be without my wife and my daughter. It's just like, so I'm wrestling with this idea of making them something, though, because I feel like it might feel like I didn't think they were good enough to spend money on, or like I'm cheap or something.
Well, you can always buy them something and then make the card that goes with it.
Oh, I like that.
If jewelry that your wife loves, or even a book. If you want to say, I see that aspect of you, and then make her a little card that says something like, I'm glad I found you. Since I found you, I'll never be blue avians, the aliens that have taught us about intelligence and brought that to humans.
Wait, sorry. The avian?
The blue avians? No, the blue avians. Like, I'll never be blue avians, Like, I choose you.
Oh.
Blue avians. They gave intelligence to the human race.
Oh. I didn't really know. I didn't know that. I didn't know about the.
I don't even know. I don't even know what that is really referring to.
They're bird-headed. You know what? If it's not your thing, it's not your thing.
Okay, sure, yeah. Okay, sure.
Like if you're a risque sort of lady, you can make your sweetie a Valentine that says something like, "You're the storm and I'm the wind because I love to blow and you're coming."
Wow, that's. I mean,
the storm is coming.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, that's a little bit more. Yeah, but sure, I like that. Okay, yeah. These are kind of great tips. I kind of. I feel like that's always such a thing that we use for kids. Like, you should, but I like that idea of like kind of getting back to the creative self and making the day special. I imagine you have like,
That's all you can do. That's honestly all you can do is make the day special for the people that you're with. You can't, sweep them off their feet when you're stuck at home.
Right. Yeah.
Order in something good, not pizza.
Why? Why not pizza?
Well, unless you're a sicko pizza eater.
I mean, I don't know, Rob. Like, I mean, what's wrong with pizza?
Come on, guys.
We were talking about love. Now we're talking about like, it sounds like a little bit of, can Paul, can you put her on mute for a second? Put her on mute.
Again, I'm having a hard time with my
just for 1 second. Can you just put her on mute?
I'll pull her out of the, I'm going to pull her out of the room for 1 second. All right, here. Yeah, what's going on, man? Well, yeah.
Paul, she's fucking QAnon.
What?
She's fucking QAnon. Everything she's talking about. All of this shit that she's talking about.
Just hear her
It's all that fucking garbage.
No, she's talking about love, and maybe she's trying to appeal to a lot of different people. Look,
you said she was going to talk about how to make Valentines, like help us with our love lives.
Just give her a second, okay?
Okay, fine. Bring her back in. Here
we go. Hey, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. I lost you guys for a second there. I was like, where'd I go? So here's a little trick if you do want to purchase something, or if you want to just dress up anything you're giving them, whether you've made it yourself or you've purchased it, even if it's just candy.
Okay.
Like right here, mesh bags. These are cheap. You can get them at like a party supply store. You can order them online if you're not leaving the house, and then you can make like a little bag of. These are just licorice, all sorts.
Oh, cute!
I got some little candy red pills.
Oh, fun! Red pills.
And some little Q drops.
Oh, cute!
If you want to tell your friends.
What are Q drops?
Yeah, what are Q drops?
They're just lemon drops, but they just let people know that you're awake. You know the truth.
And the red pill, is that like the red pill? That's kind of like a Matrix thing, right? Like that you take the red pill.
I don't watch movies.
Oh, okay.
They're made by Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
So no, this just says I'm awake, I'm listening, and it invites other people to be too. I like to give them to my neighbors. They don't open the doors for me anymore. I think it's because of COVID, but I like to make them little care packages.
Okay. Can I ask what your current relationship status is? You mentioned earlier something about your family or friends not wanting to talk to you. I wasn't sure what that meant.
Oh, yeah. Well, I am single. Wink, wink. You're married. You shouldn't be asking. But yeah, I'm single, and my friends and family don't talk to me, and I am banned from most social media.
Yeah, I would imagine. People are saying in the chat. Did they hear you say that those are queer packages?
Oh, I haven't been calling them that, but I love that. I'm going to start calling them that. Queer packages. Ding dong, you got a queer package.
Yeah.
Are you on a social media site called Parler? Just curious.
I am. It is popping off. It's so great to finally be someplace where you can speak with like-minded people about things that you care about, and there's just so much truth whizzing around. It's just like truth. It's like I'm in some sort of truth shootout.
This is uncomfortable. This is
Paul, can we talk privately?
Yeah, hold on one second. I have a bit of a technical issue.
I'm so sorry.
Wow, you're right.
Paul,
you were right.
What are we gonna do? How are we gonna fucking get out of this?
Now we're doing a QAnon show right now.
Nice.
This is
she
nuts.
used to be so nice.
She's hilarious.
So funny.
Great, but I think she's become
lost
radicalized.
Her mind.
This is what happens.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. Okay, all right.
She thinks we drink the blood of children.
Well, I mean, when she said that Chrissy Teigen thing, I was like, okay, maybe that was. Then the pizza. Oh my god.
She said that straight out of the gate. The Chrissy Teigen. Okay, bring it back.
All right, bring it back. Here we go. Hey. Oh,
hey,
the yellow drop.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No problem. I'm just enjoying some red pills.
So people in the chat are asking, and I hate to point them in this direction, but how would they get involved with some of the language and theories that you're describing? Where would they find out more information?
First of all, you need a lot of VPNs.
I don't even know what
and then you're gonna they're blockers. People can't tell where you are. Okay. Parler's a great place to start. We can't really talk on a lot of social media, but there's a lot of codes. Follow the white rabbit. A great way to get involved is if you know someone like me who loves Valentine's Day.
Well, you keep on saying Valentine's Day, like
everything's in quotes.
Yeah, what is Valentine?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. This just means an underline. This just means like me, like I'm yelling, like loves Valentine's Day.
Okay.
If you know someone like me who loves Valentine's Day, now is a great time to contact them and let them know that you're not going to hold the things that they've thought so far against them.
Oh boy.
And they should maybe stay off.
Are you planning something for February 14th? Is there something going down on February 14th?
No.
It seems okay. This seems like you are trying to get people. Okay, this is.
Yeah, I don't want to. I cannot be trafficking in conspiracy theories like this, and that is what you're doing. You are spreading lies, misinformation. Don't pout.
No, she's
and
crying
don't
now,
look
Rob.
sad.
We're making her feel bad. Let's not make her feel bad. I mean, she's
sorry, QAnon lady. I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay,
I thought you were going to talk about maybe love and seduction, or how to keep your marriage spicy. But
here's a tip: don't get into QAnon. It hurt mine. It did hurt.
Yeah,
mine.
no, I can imagine. Yeah, this is not, Eliza. You need to come back to us here because I feel like you really. This is bad.
We knew you when you were like so funny and smart, and like you questioned things. Yes, but you didn't like fall down into a pile of dog shit theories like this.
I mean, tell us what are some of the big things at the news of the day for you? Do you have any things that are going on right now in your world? Like anything that you're keeping track of?
We're in trouble in the Senate.
Oh boy, no. That Marjorie Green, that's not weird trouble. She should not belong on committees.
Can I ask, just because I'm not clear about some of these beliefs, what is the thing with the aliens? There's blue bird aliens?
Okay, there are blue avians that are aliens with the head of a bird, and they gifted us knowledge, and then they were supposed to be watching us, and they did not do a great job, and then people started putting children in wafer cabinets.
Okay,
pretty
no,
easy.
that's just the price of a cabinet. All right,
With a
that's not,
child in it.
No, there's
Where
no
do you-
child in it.
Who do you buy your pillows from? Let me ask you that. If you had to buy pillows.
Oh, my pillows?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I buy my pillows?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Get her out of here, Paul.
She's saying my pillow. Okay, you know what? Look, people in the chat are already on to you. They're saying that you're trying to storm Area 51 on February 14th. Is that true?
That's crazy. Meet me on the highway.
No, we're not meeting you on the
no.
highway. This is you're dangerous. Oh my God. Rob, I can't believe that we let this into the chat.
We can't be held. We're liable.
We are liable. We do not stand by
charged,
this. Yeah, we do not.
We could be charged. Okay, we could be sued for spreading these conspiracy theories.
I am so. What is she doing? She's eating. All right,
she's
you know what? I
eating
mean, should we take a question from? I want to cut her off, but maybe should we take a question from?
Let's take a question. That's a good idea. We'll take a question from the chat. I feel so bad.
Anyone have a question? People say they want to look. People really are kind of being swayed
Everybody,
right here.
You're getting a lot of people are really into you. I will tell you that.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of that.
Oh, I see this one. Birds. They're drones. There haven't been birds in 100 years.
Okay, no, that is not true. That is not true. Okay, that birds are real.
How do you know? How do you know? Prove it.
Okay. Well, all right.
Have you cut open a bird? Have you cut open a bird?
A chicken, yes. Is chicken
No, from the sky. Chickens don't fly. Everybody knows that.
Okay.
One's in the sky. That's a drone.
Okay, what about flat Earth?
What about it? That's the place we live.
Okay. Yeah, this is not.
The
this
Earth
is,
round or flat?
It's both, like a pancake. What are you talking about?
This is. We got to cut Rob. We got to cut her off.
Flat.
All right. Do you believe? I hate it. I'm even saying this. Do you believe that Donald Trump has face-offed with Biden and they've switched faces and they're living out some sort of a fantasy where Trump is still our president? I can't believe I said that.
Of course not. No.
Okay, good. Okay,
Donald Trump has switched faces with Keanu Reeves, who switched faces with Joe Biden.
Okay, get her out of here,
all right.
Paul.
This is you know what?
Goodbye.
You were great. We loved having you. You know, we are such a fan of what you do, and people can follow you. But we do not follow her and do not, get her on this track here. Okay, you can follow her on these channels.
With her on Valentine's Day. Let her be alone on Valentine's Day.
Let her be alone, but you can follow her on Twitter and on
feel
IG.
That shame.
Yeah, my gosh. And make sure you watch Earth the Net on Disney Plus. I think she worked on that before she was radicalized. All right. This is bye-bye. This is bye.
Goodbye.
Oh my God.
Man, that is such a bummer. She is so funny. And everyone in the chat was giving her all sorts of compliments. And then she, took off her lizard face. And
this is what happened, man. This is COVID. We're in LA. We're trapped in our houses. And this is what is going on with people. They are losing their goddamn minds.
Wow. Oh, man.
I really felt
I can't wait for things to get back to normal.
Absolutely. I know what you're saying. It's like just to go back and go out to dinner, go do all the things that we love to do,
Dude, how great. Do you remember how before the pandemic, we're very lucky, but here in Hollywood, you get to do fun things like go to movie premieres,
Yes.
You could go and see the movie before anybody else.
Oh my gosh, you get to walk down that red carpet, show everybody what you're made of. That was look, Rob and I often talk as we are giant Hollywood celebrities. And so when we're talking about stuff like going to a movie premiere is I guess the equivalent of going to Walmart. You get dressed up and you go, and so that's what we used to love, going to premieres, big premieres. Yeah.
Big ones.
I mean, and Rob, I actually had a fun game I wanted to maybe play with you right now to kind of bring us back to that. And maybe everybody in the chat can kind of play along with it. I'm obsessed with premieres because I miss it so much. And I want to play a game with you called Guess the Premiere. Now, the whole idea of this is I'm going to show you a picture of someone at a premiere, and you have to guess what movie they were there for. And I'm going to give you some help.
That'll be easy. That'll be easy.
Well, we'll start off pretty easy right here with one. Let's do this right here. Hold on one second. Okay, well, there we go. This one. All right. So this is of course Ezra Miller. You know him from a bunch of things. He's the Flash in Justice League. So this is him at a premiere. He's all dressed up, and I wanted to see what premiere was it. Was it The Crimes of Grindelwald, Suicide Squad, or Ocean's 8. Which premiere did he wear this outfit to?
Wow. That's tough. Am I guessing or the chat is
Well,
guessing?
we can
The
both
chat.
guess, because I'll reveal it in a little bit. People are, there's some B's. So again, Suicide Squad, Ocean's 8, Crimes of Grindelwald. That's Fantastic Beasts 2. Which one did he wear this amazing outfit to?
Okay. Me personally, if I'm guessing, I say the Crimes of Grindelwald.
All right, Rob, let's see if you're right. It is the Crimes of Grindelwald. That was a good one.
Yes.
A good guess. I'm just gonna blow this up here for 1 second. I'm just gonna make our thing. That was good. That was a pretty easy one. Like I feel like that was like just one to kind of
That was easy.
get you.
I'm gonna kick this game in the ass.
Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna just blow this up. Sorry, I'm just getting my thing bigger. All right. So now this one is gonna be a little bit harder. Rob, if you're a fan of Bravo, you know Lisa Rinna, you know Harry Hamlin. This is them in their classic look. Back in the day, this is a little bit older. What premiere were they at where they dressed up in a, look at this look that Harry has. I mean, it's a leather jacket, but not a tight one. Open shirt. They're both out there just doing it. And here are your guesses here. Your guesses are, not that. Not Crimes of Grindelwald. Hold on. Here we go.
What if we were just promoting the movie Crimes of Grindelwald?
This is like a real, was it Space Jam, Jerry Maguire, or Independence Day? What premiere were these two at? Space Jam. Look at their outfits. You got to see what they're at. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to try to date this a little bit. Now, obviously, because they're at the premiere doesn't mean they're in the movie. That would be too easy.
A lot of these we're going to look at, and this is why it's going to get a little bit harder. This is a Hollywood event, just like you and I like to go to premieres that we're not in, because it's the most fun. It's not awkward at all to just show up to a party that you have no invested interest in.
And explain to people why people do that. Why do you go to a premiere that you're not even in the movie? It's just
so there are pictures of you online and you show people that you are out and about. I guess. I don't know. I guess that's the theory. I've talked to other people who are like, well, I just like to see movies like that. Why? I have no idea why. You get crappy. You don't even get the good snacks at the movie theater. But what do you think these two went to? Was it Space Jam, Jerry Maguire, or Independence Day?
He's very casual. I feel like this has got to be a kid's movie, but it's at night.
Yeah.
So,
because normally kid movies are Jerry Maguire.
I'm going to say Jerry Maguire.
People here, everyone get your last licks in here in the chat. Here we go. The answer is, Space Jam.
What?
They went to space. By the way, the fact that they went to Space Jam, like they were like, oh, we gotta go. Like.
Why did they do a nighttime premiere for Space Jam when kids can't go to that and get drunk?
I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get why you would want, like, if you don't have kids, why you would want to go to Space Jam. Like, I guess maybe they were just friends with Michael, I guess. I don't know. Or Bugs Bunny. Either way. All right, here we go. Let's keep it going here. This is good. I had to take out the back. Robert Downey Jr. What premiere did he wear lederhosen to? All right. Robert Downey Jr.
Now you took out the background because it was too obvious with signage and stuff like that.
So I figured out a way to kind of do that on a couple of these. So here we go. I'll give you some choices here. The choices are Iron Man, Iron Man 2, or Iron Man 3. When did Robert Downey Jr. say, fuck it, I'm wearing lederhosen?
Well, first of all, this is a Nick Kroll character. This has got to be a Nick Kroll character that I'm looking at. Man, this is a tough one. What year lederhosen are kind of timeless. I don't know if I'll be able to pinpoint it by year.
I guess where I'm looking at this is I'm going, okay, Iron Man is Robert Downey Jr. kind of coming into his own, being a little bit more respectable after, a period of weirdness. But is he carrying over that weirdness to the first premiere? Then you go, Iron Man 2, he's successful now. Can he dress the way he wants? Iron Man 3, you're like, he's older. is he still putting on Lederhosen? I don't know. That's how I'm kind of looking at it. There's a few different ways to look.
I like that logic. I like that logic because the first one you would still be like, you knew in your head, this is going to be a good movie. It's going to be fun, but you can't dress. The studio would say, whoa, man, you're dressing like a crazy person. But by the time the second one comes around, you're like, oh, I can do whatever I want. Fuck you. By the time the third one comes around, you might be like, do I have to show up for this?
Well, I mean, I go back to that first one where you're like, I'm still crazy. Like, I don't know if superhero movies are not even a thing. Is this a joke? Am I going to be in another joke? All right. So it really is.
I'm going to say B.
All right. Everyone in the chat, I think for the most part, is on that same page. And the answer is Iron Man 3. It was Iron Man 3. This is where he's letting his freak flag fly. I watched all the premieres. I looked at all the premieres. He is dressing to the nines in all the earlier premieres. And here he's like, fuck it. Now this is me. And I love it. I love that he's like, let's get those calves out and about.
I love it, man. What year? I don't know. What year was Iron Man 3?
Probably like 4 years ago. I don't know. I don't have that. I don't have that kind of research. All right. Okay. Next one is this. Melissa Joan Hart, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. We see a very dressed down premiere look. And this is one of the fun things about these old premieres. And we'll get to a couple of them here. They are, I mean, the premiere photos, that people are coming rough. And here we go. Girl Interrupted, Varsity Blues, She's All That. This is, like before I joked, you're going to Walmart. This is an outfit to go to Walmart. This is not an outfit for a major Hollywood movie, but this is a major Hollywood movie. Which one did she wear this at?
Well, in her defense, also, this particular photo was taken at a weird, I'm sure she was like scratching her back or hiding her
There's
her
a
bra
lot of funny Melissa Joan Hart.
Really?
People are like, who is she? She's Sabrina the Teenage Witch. She is also Clarissa Explains It All. She is also now basically has a cottage industry of ABC Family Christmas films. But yeah, so she is yucking it up. She's yucking it up in this one. A lot of people are saying, people are saying Melissa and Joey. Yeah. A lot of people are saying Girl Interrupted. Some people are saying She's All That.
I'm going to go Varsity Blues. Varsity Blues.
All right, here we go. Everybody get your last chances in, or last guesses in.
Lock them in. Lock them in, guys. Use your buzzers.
Varsity Blues. Varsity Blues. Yes. I love it.
Vanderbeek.
I love that movie.
Vanderbeek.
I haven't seen it in forever, but I love that movie. All right, here we go. Next one. This one, Jason Alexander from Seinfeld. Now we're really getting into the dressing down. We're really getting dressing down here. And people are saying, what the fuck are these movies? And that I was really trying to pick movies. I was like, do people even know what these movies are? But all right, so Jason Alexander, really not giving a fuck here. Fanny pack on.
Yes. Fanny pack on the side. All denim. Denim on top, denim on bottom, white sneakers. What is it? What's on his baseball hat? What does it say on there?
It looks, I mean, I'm looking at it now. It looks like a dog. Like barking. I'll give you these choices. All right, so I will tell you this. All these movies came out the same year, so it could be any one of these.
This is a tough one. I'm going to say Little Mermaid 2 because it's daytime, and so I think that's when they would have a kid movie. But Little Nicky really movie, but I'm going to say
like your thought. I like your thought. The daytime is a good one, but people are really in the chat going, it's Little Nicky. And I'll tell you, the answer is Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea, a movie that didn't even come out in the theater. So maybe that's why the fanny pack is appropriate. It's on video and Disney DVD. So there we go.
I bet he was probably a voice in that.
I think he was. Right? Yes, he was. Yeah. I think that we're on our last two, but these are really good. All right, here we go. Next one. James Marsden. You know him from X-Men. You know him from Westworld. You know him from Sonic the Hedgehog. From a myriad of movies, TV shows. James Marsden, huge actor, rocking out the fucking dragon shirt, man.
Yeah.
Shiny pants, dragon shirt, sunglasses. Is it Donnie Darko, Freddy Got Fingered, or Fight Club?
You can't tell if these are they don't take these pictures after the movie, right? These are all before the movie.
This is
right?
all going into the movie. This is
Yeah.
walking the red carpet. Yeah.
Because I was going to say, Fight Club and Donnie Darko are really good movies. Freddy Got Fingered is a terrible movie, so you wouldn't like smile if you were walking out of the theater. But that logic,
right? Yeah, yeah. No, they don't get the post reactions. I think just for the exact same reason that you just described.
People just try to fucking slink away.
But look, you got to think about what he's doing. He's like, all right, I'm James Marsden. I got I'm dressing down. So I'm wearing my dragon shirt because I love Tom Green, and I don't have to wear a suit for this. Or you're like, I'm Donnie Darko, man. I'm like, I'm dark too.
I'm going Fight Club because I think the dragon is sort of a nod to some Fight Clubby stuff.
All right, let's see what you got. You're right, Fight Club.
Yes.
By the way, I want that dragon shirt. That dragon shirt. That's a bold look. Bold look. And now, here we go. I think this is our last one. This is my favorite one of the whole time. The monkey. This monkey. What is this monkey on the red carpet for? And I'll give you a chance. Here we go. The Hangover.
Okay.
The community reunion at Comic-Con or Night at the Museum. Which did this monkey walk? Which?
This is tough. Because probably this same monkey was in all of these movies. Because I don't know if there are that many monkeys that do well in movies.
Crystal has been on the red carpet at least, according to what I've seen, 4 times.
Is this Crystal?
This is Crystal the monkey.
Okay, because she was on Children's Hospital. That's so funny.
Oh, yeah. Crystal the monkey is the premier working monkey in Hollywood. I mean, so Crystal the monkey, I'll just be honest with you and say Crystal the monkey was in The Hangover. Crystal the monkey was on Community. Crystal the monkey was at Night at the Museum. So these are all Crystal the monkey performances.
So really, it's when would Crystal?
June just popped in to say that she also worked with Crystal the monkey on Animal Practice, the NBC show. What?
I don't believe it unless I see her. I need to see June.
June will not appear on camera. She just popped her head in to say that she worked with Crystal the monkey.
I don't believe it. I don't believe June's even in the room unless I see her.
June, people want to know: did the monkey get paid?
Yes, I believe so.
She said yes. She believes so.
I'm actually very upset because the monkey got.
No one can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear her.
Okay, you can. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, she just can't hear us.
I wanted to do the scene, Rob. I wanted to have like one more take, and I asked the director. I said, "Hey," because I was just popping in, like my head was popping in for a really quick line, and the camera was directly on me. And I said, "Oh, hey, can I just do a run? Like I'll just keep on popping in and doing it." And he gives me one take and says, "We don't have any more time. We have to move on." And I'm like, "Oh, really? Okay." The next setup is a single close-up on Crystal the monkey. They rolled on her for no less than 10 minutes, laughing. The director was laughing hysterically and gave her all the time in the world to figure out that scene. It was devastating.
Of course. Of course.
I love that you can still have that moment with like you're still feeling that moment.
She's very she's still harboring some resentment towards Crystal, it sounds like.
Thank you, June, for that. And by the way, great appearance, June. You managed not to be on camera, but your voice was heard loud and clear.
Yeah, that was great.
June, do you have any thoughts about the fact that the monkey's on a leash?
No, I think that actually is appropriate for the monkey and honestly the monkey's safety and everyone else's.
All right, there she goes. June is laying down some monkey logic. People love you, June. June forever. All right, so Rob, what do you think? What do you think Crystal the monkey is doing here?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Night at the Museum.
Night at the Museum, and you are correct. Crystal the monkey wore a dress for the Hangover premiere, and Crystal the monkey went naked to the Comic-Con community reunion. So this is a big night for Crystal. This is a big one.
Wow.
So there it is.
Her, when she was on Children's Hospital, she dressed up like Megan Mullally's character, the chief, and did like an impression of Megan Mullally, which is so funny.
Rob, we have the show is going. This show is flying along. Do we have? You want to set up our next guest?
Yeah, our next guest is a buddy of ours who, as we said, was a production designer on a lot of different projects that we worked on. Super funny guy, really cool artist, super just creative mind. Please welcome, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, Ryan Berg.
Oh my gosh! Whoa, Ryan!
Yeah.
Yes, I love this look. Whoa! Holy cow! All right, I think we're unmuting you. We're gonna.
Oh, you're unmuted.
I'm unmuted now.
Yes.
Whoa,
yes.
Ryan, looking good.
I'm like in kindergarten. This is just like my kindergarten with my kid.
Whoa, Ryan.
Yeah, because I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, we don't either.
There's monkeys.
Yeah.
Ryan,
this is terrifying. This is terrifying.
What this is by the way, I've known you for a long time, and there was a period of time when I found this character. This is a look that you definitely have had, and talk to me about this character. We have some pictures of it too, but we are in it. So I'll show the picture that we have of you in this character.
Yeah.
So yeah, when did this character come about?
Valentine's Day. It's Bert, from Ernie and Bert. I don't know. Yep, still there. There's Ernie there. Yep, still there.
So you would perform as Bert, like, was it a music show or was it like what? Yeah.
So yeah, we would. It was usually in museums or galleries because that's the only thing that would take us, and we would sing really sad country songs or like Elton John songs, and there was a Jackson Browne night, things like that, and then I would bleed like crazy.
You would bleed?
Fake
blood.
Yeah, I would have tubes all over me, and I would bleed and bleed and bleed and bleed. It's the saddest thing you could imagine.
Are these shows that you did for grown-ups or for kids?
I think, it was mostly grown-ups. We weren't hired by families.
Yeah, this is wild. I mean, this show, I want to see these shows. Yeah, I mean,
it's been a while.
Where did you, like, what was the idea? Like, where did this all come from? Like, why do you go, like, this is how I'm expressing myself.
This makes sense. I would be like, this makes sense, and then I wouldn't go do it. I don't know. I made a sculpture a long time ago of Ernie and Bert as like real people.
Okay.
Like thinking if they were real, and because I thought that was kind of weird or funny. And then I don't know. I started to want to sing songs and do this thing, and so I did it. And I don't know. It just became a thing. And so I had to do it for you tonight.
I love it. I mean, I love that you are in this look.
This is good. I look good.
I love it. Ryan, what do people that are that want to do your job, like people that are cool artistic people that want to get into Hollywood and be like production, like what does a production designer do and how do you get into that?
Yeah. Well, we design the look of a show physically, like we design sets and the tone. We set the tone for what the sets are. I got into it kind of weird. I came to it late. I was older. I was in my 30s when I left my other life to come to that. And so
was Bert your other life?
Kind of, yeah. Well, no, it's funny because Bert came kind of later because like when I made the sculpture, I was in graduate school, and that was like late 90s.
Is that the sculpture?
Oh, hey, there he is. That's one of them. No, there was one that was, I don't have it in the stuff that you put in. It was pretty straightforward. It was like two guys hanging out. And because I think my whole life I thought that Bert was a man and Ernie was a boy, so I always found that to be kind of awkward. And like,
is that true? I don't even know. I don't think that. I thought they were.
It came out. I probably am going to misspeak and get slaughtered, but I think that the person who came up with it, came up with it as a homosexual relationship. But But that being said, it's like I saw them as a man and a boy, which is not nice.
By the way, is Lee Bowery? People keep on asking you about Lee Bowery. Like, is that what? Do you know what Lee Bowery is?
I do. I mean, I'm great. You know, I think Levi Bowery was fantastic. I mean, it's weird because I don't. This is an interesting conversation. I don't.
We go
exactly
there. We
know
go there on this
how-
show lately. We've been going. Yeah.
No, I like the internet. I hate the internet. It was an awkward. So I like the awkward relationship, and I liked, and it just made sense. And so like when you would walk into the gallery and see us and sometimes we hung from the ceiling, sometimes we were on like stages. In New Orleans, we were behind like plastic. It looked like we were in a shower in a weird way, and we got shot. I hired a man. This was at a gallery called The Front, and it was so tight, the space, and I wanted to sing these country songs because I was thinking, like, what if like all these country songs became like an actual moment where we actually died? And so like in the performance, like we're singing these country songs like by Dolly and Porter Wagner and so on and so forth, and Crystal Gale, and one by one, I think there were 9 or 10 of us in the band, died. So we were shot. So I hired a special effects man who was hysterical from St. Petersburg, Florida, named Ken Speed. So you can
look him up. Hire him.
He was terrific. Angry, grumpy, wonderful man. And I just paid him money. And he hooked us up with squibs, like live squibs. And so like we were playing along and do 4 or 5 songs, and then all of a sudden, bam, the drummer dies. He gets shot, and blood goes out, and he dies. And so we were like, oh, okay. And we go on to the next song, and then like the bass player goes down, and then blah, blah, blah. And then all the people go down. And by the time it was over, it was just me and what was essentially the duet partner, and we both just get shot and we die.
Wow.
And so like there was these it was so tight. I mean, the room was maybe 12 feet by 20 feet, 15 feet, maybe. It was tiny. And so people had to walk to the center, so I had to put up this plastic, and when we got shot, it would splatter on the screen, and we'd fall down.
That's awesome.
I love this, Ryan. We have a bunch of your art here. I wanted to just say, like, if you want to say stop, and we can kind of look, and we can see what you have. But we can kind of just take a peek here. So this.
Can we look at my bald head for a minute? I mean, the bald.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let's give you a full screen here to give you. Let's get that bald head in perfect view here. Oh, not that one here. Hold on. Wow, here we go. All right,
it looks really good.
Now lean forward. Now we're gonna get the whole thing.
One was really bald.
That's
wow.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good. What does your child think when they're seeing this prep happening?
Well, they didn't see it, thankfully, and they haven't seen it. I haven't done any shows since they've been born, so it's been 5.
Well, I mean, right now, like, are they seeing?
In bed.
Okay, they're in bed. Okay, got it. Okay.
They gotta go. No, they're gone. I did something like on Halloween. I did something kind of similar where I didn't look this weird, but I just looked kind of like I had a hat and I looked.
Wait,
like
you
my
do your
favorite
house
doll.
really weird for Halloween, right?
Not this year because of stupid COVID,
Right.
but yeah, the last year we built a haunted house in our garage, which is where I'm at right now, and
you trapped all those kids in there for 6 hours.
Hours, and they just screamed and screamed and screamed, and it was the greatest day of my life. I mean, I think if I can this year was supposed to be awesome because I was going to build it even bigger and go out into the yard and stuff, and
No.
So next year.
Next year.
So I'm gonna hire you guys to come in and we'll do something.
Look, we'll get down there and we'll share the fuck out of these kids.
Dude. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I have these. You kind of just tell us stop, or we'll just kind of look at them and
yeah. I just threw whatever in there, and like, so some of these are pretty old. Like this is pretty old, maybe 10 years old, maybe.
What kind of art would you call it? Is this called like a collage? Is this
it's a collage, and it's drawing and collage. This is I made out of graduate school. It's very old, but I always think these characters. I mean, that character is a pretty weird guy. I called him Ladled. He seemed like something that would feed food to somebody, so I thought that would be his name. And so he looked kind of cute.
I love it.
I was like, yeah, boo. And then these are ones I make on my iPhone because, like, particularly ever since my kids were born, I don't have really a studio anymore, right. And I make things on my phone or my iPad, and so like there's so many just incredible apps to like make things on.
Yeah.
And so this is a long time ago, but this is early iPhone art. that I make.
Like, give me a couple good apps to make weird art on my iPhone.
The best drawing one is this thing called Procreate.
Yeah.
I think it's Australian people. It's just you can animate it. Some of my animations that I throw in there I made in there because I don't really know how to do that much. So this one is, I don't even know what this one's called. It's kind of an older one. I don't think I even use it anymore. But it's fun because you're really limited in how many things you can do. You know, like I can only add this many pictures in this way. So you have to like sort of figure out these characters. I think I like characters a lot.
Yeah.
And look at that guy.
Oh, I love these. These are so great. And this is just on your iPhone for you. I mean, for a certain, really.
Yeah, you said a weird thing. I barely use these anymore. How do you use a piece of art? What are you doing to it to use it?
I think I'm at the apps. This is an app I don't use anymore.
Okay. I thought you were talking about making love to this artwork or something weird.
I do. We go to lunch mostly.
Cool.
No, this is so this one I did an early Procreate, and this is like from a comic. It's like cutting up comics. This is a Big Boy, like Shoney's Big Boy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Obviously. And then this is a Procreate one, all digital. I make digital art now.
Yeah.
And this is just some weird place. I don't know.
Any titles on these or no? You just kind of go in and.
What's that?
Any titles on these?
Some of them I don't remember. I have to put my glasses on, but not this one so much. Because like these are like I started to make these architectural like places because I was trying to figure out what to to put things somewhere.
Yeah.
But I always tend to go back to making some kind of character or some weird thing. Like in the like these. This is kind of newer. And like
I love this.
It's cutting up, images to make a character that I didn't know existed kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think I clearly I like things that are horrible looking. Like I like things that are terrible. And so like these two, ugh. I've been working on these two knuckleheads for a while because like it's these weird sisters that are like obsessed with Rush is what I was sort of behind these two. And so you can kind of see the little Rush symbol is like
whoa, I love this.
Scratched into the little piece of furniture there.
Do you have a website, Ryan, that for this art because people really want to see it and they're really enjoing you talking about this stuff? But like,
are they going nuts with it? I'm just kidding. You can. That's Richard Pryor. Ryan Berg Works.
Okay. We'll get that up in the chat.
RYAN.
These are awesome looking. I love this Richard Pryor one.
Yeah, I worked on this for a long time because I love this picture of him. And this is him. I think he was on. It's either Laugh-In or Smothers Brothers or something is what this is from. And he was like, there's a door that's right there where you see those kind of rainbow stripes. And I just wanted his face to explode.
Ryan, what other shows did you work on that other than from the Abominable world? When you were in LA, did you work on like I can't remember what all you worked on.
Famous ones. I worked on Shumway Swords.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was very famous.
Very famous.
The spin-off infomercial from NTSF.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody's heard of NTSF, but they have heard of Shumway Swords.
I got you. You gave me a great weapon from that I should have brought out here with me. You gave me a mace, like a club with a bunch of spikes on it. From that, people don't know what we're talking about. I did a character on Paul's show NTSF, and then I did a one-off infomercial on that Ryan art directed in production design. I got all these crazy swords and killed a bunch of people, but Ryan gave me one of these clubs, which was really awesome. It's under my bed.
And this is that guy, Procreate thing right here.
From what's that?
Is this Procreate?
This is, and that's a combination of Robert De Niro from King of Comedy and like some woman from a Hammer horror movie.
Oh, fun!
These are great. Because like at Halloween, I always like to make things at Halloween, and I love Halloween. Obviously, and I'm kind of okay with Halloween and Christmas. But anyway, I started to make these animations at Halloween because just kind of terror things, And I don't know, I could make them all day long. And plus, it was kind of appropriate, to get political at the times of how horrible things have been up until
Well, you're in Atlanta. You're in the bastion of some really interesting change, right? You know,
I know. We are like the new California. That's not true.
And are you still doing production design work in Atlanta?
I am. I'm currently shooting season 4 of Cobra Kai, the biggest show on the earth.
I know. Cobra Kai has become gigantic, and it's one of those weird shows where it started off on YouTube, and I feel like people kind of turned their nose up at it at first, like, oh, we'll see, Cobra Kai, and then it came out, like, it's really good, and then it was like, no, have you seen? It's like it's really, really good. The second season comes out, even better, and then they go to Netflix, and it's like the most watched show on Netflix now. And I just feel like it just keeps on growing and growing and growing. And the looks that you created, I mean, whether it's like creating the Hill Valley tournament stages, Miyagi's house, all that sort of stuff, you've not only recreated some classic looks, but you've really kind of expanded like how the evolution of time would affect not only those places that we've seen, but these characters and where they are at. Like Johnny Lawrence's dojo is, I think, a great looking. You know, it feels real. It doesn't feel like a Hollywood dojo. It feels like one that he would have in a strip
It's
mall.
funny because I think that because I got into the business so late, I was in my mid 30s when I even just came out there to work. This is a fun one. I like this one. Old Hell.
No.
What's interesting is that we shoot Cobra Kai here in Atlanta, so there's they shoot some second unit in LA, but very, very little. And it's fun to sort of recreate. And having lived in LA for 15 years, it was nice to sort of just have this sort of it's in my system kind of thing to know it. But and it's fun. I didn't really realize how big the cult of Karate Kid was until I started working on it. And I think I remember looking. It was season 1, and we had to recreate the All Valley tournament poster. And so I was just like, okay, I'll look it up and to remember what it looks like. And there were pillows you could buy. There were towels you could buy.
Right. Yeah. You were essentially, you were walking into a nostalgia trap, really, with all that.
Big time. And it's really cool. And so and the guys are great that do it. And it's just, I don't know. It's a special, hello. It's a special little thing that just keeps them going. And it's fun to try to create LA in Atlanta, which is close to impossible in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But we figured out. For instance, Miyagi Do's dojo is built basically on our parking lot of the stage.
And you had to recreate that basically from nothing.
From screen grabs. And the thing is, screen grabs, like the first season, the first movie, it was a real place. The second movie, it was a stage build. And so they just made decisions, blah, blah, blah. And so I had to cobble together different versions of it into this thing that was believable for us.
By the way, somebody's asking about this. Somebody's asking about the KFC thing in Marietta. Does that make sense to you?
The big chicken?
Yeah. Was that in Marietta? Is that
in Marietta? Yes.
Yeah.
And is it, Ryan, is it the kind of thing where they have enough money now where it doesn't make it that hard to do stuff? Or is it like when you were working on Children's Hospital and we had no money and it's like, Ryan, you're pulling off a miracle. Thank you so much.
That. The latter.
There's never enough money for comedy, right? No one ever. I mean, that's the truth of all this stuff. Anytime you see a show, even a show like Black Monday, which is in the 80s, and we have the same production designer from Mad Men, to do all of our sets. There's never enough money to do it the right way. But I always feel like the way that you did NTSF, you were able to create these. I think sometimes like the lack of something is the best part of it. Like we were going to do this whole virtual reality episode with Brie Larson, Jake Johnson, Alan Tudyk. And it was like my character goes into like cyberspace. And we couldn't figure it out because back it all up. We were going to do a Fast and Furious episode with pedicabs. So it was all going to be like those pedicabs that you would see in San Diego where someone's pedaling them and you would be in the back seat. We sent Ryan out. We're like, how can we get a bunch of pedicabs? And Ryan came back and was like, we can't. Like they're ridiculously
I usually
expensive.
open with no.
Yeah. Well, you were right. You're like, they're so expensive that we will never be able to afford this thing. And then we have to do a race with like stunts. So it was going to be like Fast and Furious meets Ben-Hur with pedicabs. And we're like, all right, how do we do this? How do we do it? And we all kind of put our heads together and we're like, let's do it as VR. So we got like 2 pedicabs, and then Ryan built this entire VR club, and it's so cool looking. All these, like, it looks like you're stepping into Tron, and our characters put on like their VR head goggles, and they get to have this race that was 8-bit animated, which was great. Yeah. But we were able to kind of find those things. And when you have a great production designer like yourself, you're able to come in obviously with this like creative ideas too. And you're not just like, tell me what to do and I'll do it. You're like, all right, how can we actually make this look really, really good? Like when you built the NTSF headquarters, and that looks, I still to this day
still
think
my
it looks
favorite
better.
set. Still my favorite.
It looks better than most, like literally most shows, like those CSI shows. It looked great. It had like 2 stories, and it was really beautiful.
I remember. After we did that, I did a show for Fox proper, the Son of Zorn, it was called.
Yeah.
It ran 1 season, and they were still shooting Bones, who I was like making fun of when I did that. And like I was like, oh, they're still shooting, so I went over to go look at it because it was on the Fox lot, and I was like, oh, ours is so much better. And I way overdid it for years because I was trying to make everything look perfect, and you go to the Bones when it's janky.
I went on CSI. They invited us on CSI one time. I was like, ew, come on.
God, I really just did too much work on NTSF STSUV.
Ryan, one time, I remember on Children's Hospital, we did an episode with Nick Offerman where his character gets sucked into a part of Children's Hospital that you have never seen before. It was called Ward 8. And it was like this ward for mentally like disturbed, like psychopathic kids. So every kid in Ward 8 is a psychopath. And so Ryan went and designed this whole wing of the hospital that was legit a horror movie. Like it was, because I hadn't seen any of it, and I just showed up to like do my scenes, and it was like walking into, like, the walls were like just green and gritty and slimy, and there's just like murder.
It like face basically right now.
Yeah, it was so scary, and the kids were all just like sullen and gross and had their hairs hanging down. Like it was so scary. And yeah, that was so cool. And then Nick Offerman's character gets like locked in there by himself.
I gotta
say, that Children's Hospital and NTSF, those, I mean, all due respect to everything I've worked on since, are the 2 best things and most fun. Because you knuckleheads would just let me do whatever I wanted in a lot of ways.
Well, to me, one of the best parts about working with you was really that collaboration at all points. And then we would find amazing stuff. Like the one place I always talk about that we found in NTSF was for the Country Bear movie. There was a Country Bear movie with Christopher Walken. They built a giant log cabin where the Country Bears perform in the final number of the entire show or something.
Disney
Ranch. But it's big and beautiful. And when you go inside, the Country Bear shit is still up. And we were able to like transform that into Alaskan police headquarters. And like, but like, it's also like what you're doing here about like collage. You're taking something, you're putting stuff over it. You're merging a lot of stuff too. It's because a lot of the stuff that we do, because it's cheaper, is to find an actual location and then build on top of it. And so I do see that correlation there. It's like,
it's weird. It's like, it's my most fun thing to do because like, I like to, I like the challenge of like making something out of just like 5 ingredients, if you will. When I was in graduate school, me and a good friend, Chris Burney, who's in Chicago, who I think is watching, so I said his name. We did we invited all the graduate students to do a show, and so we gave them a box of materials. So there's like some plaster, some yarn, pen, it was like, and like see what people would make out of it. So I think I've basically spent my entire career after that doing that.
I love that. Where
like how many, like in Cobra Kai is no different. And like what's great about Cobra Kai is that we've got certain things to hold on to, but at the same time we only have so much we can do. And it's fun to be able to create, like, there's some things coming up in season 4, which I'm not allowed to talk about, that, we've cobbled together out of hardly anything.
I love
We're going to space. We're going to space is what we're
basically. Finally. Yeah. Ryan,
yeah, who's the... Well, sorry, guys, John, Josh, and Kate, we're going to space.
Finally, Cobra Kai in space, what America wanted. You and Fast and Furious, get them up into space. 0G.
That's right. It's going to be extremely fast. It's going to be extremely like Angry and Furious.
Yes.
And it's going to be in outer space.
I love it.
Yeah.
Ryan, it's been great to talk to you. It's been great to see you. You can go to
You
Ryan
guys.
Berg Works to check
Miss
out more
you,
of his
buddy.
art. You can also check out his professional page to see all the great stuff he did. Ryan, later, buddy. Woo.
See you, buddy.
Rob,
Oh, man.
what a big show. That was a big show. We have one final piece to show here. And if you didn't tune in 2 weeks ago, we had a dating game. We had people together, and we sent them out.
And we're
on a
doing
date.
it again. We're doing it again for Valentine's.
Yeah, so get on the Discord, submit yourself. We last time had 3 male contestants and 1 female contestant. Maybe we switch it up this time. We don't have to go heterosexual. We can do anything we want. So keep it open for next week for our Valentine's Day show. But I wanted to show a video that we couldn't show last week, which was our date, how it went down, the date, and everything like that. So I figured we would show it.
Should we preface this with a disclaimer?
Yeah, I would say this is. How would you like to say it?
So, these guys, met on our dating
Yes.
game. And to be clear, and even for Valentine's Day, there's no way for us to physically put you together in your same town. So you're going to go on like a Zoom date.
Right.
Like this, where anything can happen.
Anything can happen. We give you a
Anything can happen.
$15 DoorDash gift card that you have to split.
Yeah.
So that's $7.50 each.
Go crazy.
Go crazy. Get whatever you want. And this is kind of, I guess,
This was their date.
this is their date.
This was their
All right,
date.
so take a look.
I think, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a version of their date.
Hey, Liz, good. Hey, nice to finally get this set up. Really glad that Paul was able to do this for us. I got my food ordered. How about you?
Oh, I'm probably just gonna eat a little bit later. You can see it's kind of still light out. It's like 4 in the afternoon.
Oh, well, I've already got my food here. I got Indy. You don't mind if I just start eating then, do you? I'm really hungry, so I'm just gonna eat. So
the worst.
Rookie
yeah,
move.
just hold on a bit. It's
Rookie
really good.
Rookie move.
Yeah. What is it?
Oh, I got chicken tikka and I got a samosa.
For $7.50?
Oh, well, not bad.
Oh,
Indian
okay.
food can be a little bit, yeah. Oh, what's going on this?
You're
muted.
no.
She's muted.
You're muted.
She's muted. Their date has gone bad. She's muted.
You're muted. You're
no.
muted.
Oh no.
Probably really opening up.
Well, the family's kind of small at this point. It's really just my sister here. My mom, she passed away a few years ago, and then my dad not long after that, and actually lost my stepdad in October. It's been a little
On the first date?
rough.
On the first date?
Yeah, that's great.
Christmas.
Actually, I think you'd really love my mom. I really, really love my mom. Here, let me get her on speakerphone here. Hold on a second.
He's opening up.
It's ringing. It's ringing.
We do.
Okay.
People
Okay,
say
she
we
picked
need,
up.
we need a
Mom?
Zoom. Oh no.
Hello?
Hi, yeah, this is my mom. Mom, meet Liz. I met her on the internet.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, this is upsetting. You don't want to bring.
Hi,
your mom
how
up.
are you?
No,
Yeah, I would recast the mom.
I'm fine. I guess I would love to know more about you.
Oh boy, this is.
Oh, during the whole pandemic thing, I've been getting back more into drawing. It's really been a lot of fun. Right now, I'm in the middle of this drawing for my mom. This cardinal here, she really loves them. So,
I'll be right back.
Oh, she's leaving.
Uh-oh.
Where's she going?
What's happening?
Yeah, sorry, I can't really talk right now.
Yeah.
I'm on this date. Remember that Twitch dating thing I told you about? Yeah, it's going on, and
This is the worst reality show.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I've had worse.
Oh boy. Oh boy, this is.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to give you a call back later. Hopefully
What's
not
he
that much
chugging?
longer.
Too big. That's too big of
yeah.
water.
Oh,
hi, welcome
mute.
back.
She didn't mute Rob. Oh.
What are you talking about? Pulp Fiction is one of the top movies of all time. It's on the unspooled list.
Okay. Pulp Fiction's a good movie.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Himself, Quentin Tarantino himself, completely overrated. He's just like the guys say that they love him because they don't know any better than that.
Well, he's a brilliant filmmaker. He's got some eccentricities. Who cares?
Oh boy,
it's just a foot fetish.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. What happened?
This is just cut. Another just silent. She's on her phone. He's eating. This is.
This date is not going well, Paul. It's not going well.
I don't feel good about this. Oh my gosh. Well, that was, I mean, I feel like we really kind of got to see a little bit. There's a little bit more. You can watch it on our Discord. But man, I will say relatable to people.
That's very relatable. For the next one, for our Valentine's Day one, I'm sure the date will go better than
I hope so.
Can't go worse than that.
No, yeah, it can't go worse than that. I feel like
we did not write any of those jokes for those people. We did not do that.
No, this is made by them. We will encourage you to make your. And by the way, they did a great job. That was very funny.
They did a great job.
Kind of creating all the, and look, we didn't know what it was going to be until we watched it. So really funny stuff in there. But I think it really does capture that terrible, from what I understand, virtual reality dating, or not even virtual reality, Zoom dating, the worst. But Rob, I'm excited to get more people in. Get on our Discord. You have a section called, I think, Submit Yourself. That's where we'll be hosting our submissions there. And what a great show. We had Ryan Berg, Eliza Skinner, Jensen Karp. Eliza's not really actualized. Go follow her. Jensen, listen to his podcast, Talk Isn't Cheap. And Ryan, you can find him at Ryan Berg Works. And Rob, you're on Blackish. Was it already happened? Did it already happen?
Paul, you can't even keep up with my career, man. I posted on Instagram mainly for you, and I already on
it. It looked
Blackish.
great. It looked like you were doing you had like a big scene. Yeah,
that was Tuesday. You missed it. It was Tuesday.
I had DVR last stuff, and you were on Conan last night.
Yeah, you missed it. Don't worry about it.
Wow.
You missed it.
All right. Well, we're doing it.
I'm on Dateline. I'm on Dateline this Friday because I murdered some people.
Okay, that I don't want to hear about that. By the way, my wife is so into Dateline that she is now listening to the audio podcast, which is just the audio from the show. That's it.
So upsetting.
So upsetting. And
Thanks
people want me to mention that I was on the Goldbergs with June. Yes, I was on the Goldbergs.
Yes.
And I didn't know how to. I was at that point cutting my own hair. I didn't really know how to blend bald into beard. And now that beard is all gone because we're starting up Black Monday, and I had to get some more stuff done. And this is where we're at. All right, Rob, we will see you next week. What a great show. We have some great people next week. So that we book this show quickly, but we have some good ones. So there we go.